to Geneva, where we're at the 21st edition of the Salon International de Haute Horlogerie, and here we're going to see some of the most beautiful watches that have been launched for the year. So come with me and we'll have a look. Jewellery watches at Cartier, but we've got Mr. Bernard Fornas to tell us more about what Cartier is doing this year.
You are my first client.
At Cartier, Bernard Fornas, president of the company, tells us how creativity is behind every watch that has been presented this year.
When we started 5 years ago to say, okay, we'll be a key actor on the Haute Horlogerie segment, and year after year we're launching quite exclusive new complications. There's room for all kinds of watches. Thin watches, but bulky watches, very complicated watches, very simple watches. Cartier wants to be different from any other company. We are the most creative, but not only that, we are the most creative on all segments of watchmaking.
And now we're at Jaeger Le-Coultre, where we're going to see something very special for the 80th anniversary of the Reverso watch.
For 2011 in Jaeger Le-Coultre, the 80th anniversary of the Reverso will be our major topic. I'm wearing the 1931 Reverso, and that's the characterness of the watch is something you can appreciate by yourself.
And now we're at Roger Dubuis, and it may look like a casino, but there's some serious watchmaking going on here.
The year 2011 for Roger Dubuis is a year of relaunch. We start in April with a relaunch of the Excalibur Lady, based on the iconic Excalibur collection for men, but we have really made a very feminine watch for ladies. Then we'll come in October with a brand new collection called La Monégasque, which will also feature a new movement, the RD680.
Italians have the upper hand when it comes to style. At Jean Richard, Massimo Macaluso tells us about the Highland watch, which is a women's watch based on all things safari. Khaki straps and camouflage-friendly hues make this a very trendy watch for the summer.
Richard Mille is the place to come if you want a racing machine for your wrist. Mille's philosophy is to take the pared-down perfection of the motor car racing engine and apply that to the watch. So everything is cut down, simplified and made to go very, very fast.
With almost all the workings visible, these are the kind of watches for people who appreciate technical challenges, but with a very modern look. Christian Selmoni is the artistic director of Vacheron Constantin, and he tells us how one of his favourite watches, the Aronde with its gull-shaped wings, draws inspiration from the 1950s.
This is a watch which is a part of the historic collection where we recreate iconic watches of our heritage. This is a rectangular watch, but which has a very special profile with a kind of double arch aesthetics and also a curved sapphire.
Lang & Söhne is the only German watch brand at this show, and Arndt Einhorn is going to tell us about a new watch that slips open to show the full working of the tourbillon.
We have been inspired by an old pocket watch from the Dresden area, but now the thing is that there's a certain time frame where the hour hand is not really recognizable or the hour is not really precise, and that's why we said there must be a way to have a full hour indication as well. And so at 6 o'clock there's a little pivoting dial which exactly at 6 switches into the tourbillon cutout, is completing now the hour display.
Parmigiani is racing ahead with a new version of the Bugatti Supersport watch. Jean-Marc Jacot tells us how Parmigiani is entering into the world of racing.
Gentleman driver's watch. So all these watches are designed to be able to rate the time when you drive without turning your wrist.
Moving your wrist, yeah.
This gives us the opportunity to make very economic watches, because for us, economy is very, very, very important.
You saw that little white star and you probably thought Mont Blanc pens, which would be quite right to think, but Mont Blanc also happen to make some very nice watches. In fact, watches are a big item at Mont Blanc, and they have developed more and more sophisticated watches and watch families, including probably the pinnacle of their watchmaking skills, which is this chronograph. And this is a very nice example of one of Mont Blanc's women's watches, which are very delicate and feminine.
Panerai is known for its chunky diving watches and big heavy dials. This year, Panerai surprised with a watch made of bronze. as well as a very high-tech, bronzy-coloured Panerai composite, which is a form of high-tech ceramic.
And now we're at Piaget, which is all blue, as you can see, and this is one of my favourite stands at the SIHH because it's not just watches, but jewellery and lots of it. And we're going to see something very special here, which is a necklace like none other I've seen before. So come with me and we'll have a look.
There is something that has caught my eye. It lights up and you wear it around your neck.
So pretty.
So what's special this year is we master the ultra-thin movement. So we wanted to express today through this new ultra-thin tourbillon automatic.
And a quick pop by Girard-Perregaux, which is sister company to Jean Richard. And here, I hope you can see it, very beautiful vintage 1945 ladies watch. And it's in pink gold with diamonds and it's absolutely elegant and delicate. So that would be one of my choices if I won the cause.
Audemars Piguet, based in Geneva, is one of the few independent watch brands in which the family is still involved. CEO Philippe Merck tells us how the royal oak goes from strength to strength and how the millenary, though a complicated watch, decides to come in a more simple version this year. Ralph Lauren knows a thing or two about style, and this is very evident in the watches. Guy Chatillon tells us how Ralph Lauren brings lifestyle to the wrist.
1,500 diamonds, 12 different sizes of diamond, not only on the case but also here, in order to respect the shape. It takes 3 months, it's made by hand. You know, this is also symbolic of the world of the design, the aesthetic, and the world of the manufacturing, the movement, the partnership between Ralph Lauren and Richemont. The soul of the watches is inspired by the world of Ralph Lauren.
Come with me to Italy, to Portofino with IWC, where we're going to see some very exotic Riviera creations.
The devil is in the detail, and at IWC, the Portofino has been given a very Italian makeover. Have a look at the new straps and see what a difference details like these can make to the overall look of this watch.
Van Cleef & Arpels are going to take us on an extraordinary voyage, thanks to Jules Verne. So be prepared to go underwater, underground and into the air.
The story this year is about audacity, because that's the message of Jules Verne throughout his books. He's saying, be bold, be audacious. We have here a watch which is a retrograde, and you have the minutes which are shown by an anchor and the hour by a door. When you have this on your wrist, it's inspiring.
Which is your favourite?
You know, I like the collection. This is the idea that in life it's good to collect.
Thank you so much, Stanislas. That was really lovely to hear it from you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Well, I think I'm a bit overdressed for this one. It's Baume & Mercier, and their theme this year is all about the good life at the Hamptons, on the beach, easy, casual lifestyle.
To get a laid-back look, it's not only your clothes you can change, but also your watch strap. The Linea allows you to snap on and off the metal bracelet in place of a leather strap. The choice is yours.
And now we're at Grenoble Forcé, and to be looking at a Grenoble Forcé watch, you really should have one of these in your hand, because exquisite detail is what these very limited editions are all about. So this is, I think, what you might call the most specialised watchmaking that you could find here.
We have a very technical invention with a high level of complication. This is a mechanical watch, hand winding. It has 594 components in the movement, 98% of which are finished by hand. For each individual timepiece, it's 1 year's man-hour.
Invention piece 2, and we have the double tourbillon system at the 1 o'clock position in the case, and then at the 8 o'clock position the second double tourbillon system. So there are 4 tourbillons together. They are linked through a differential system in the center of the timepiece, and invention piece 2 is all about showcasing the invention itself and making it a centerpiece of the timepiece.
We're
we've just spoken to Stephen Forsey, and I'm recovering from a very technical explanation, but Stephen did say something absolutely lovely, which is that one of their watches, it was suggested that it didn't even need to have a dial because it was just beautiful as a mechanical object. So there you are. We could even have watches without dials.